Woggy. Hello, Eddie. Hello and welcome back to Art Therapy with Jen. Today we are harvesting some junk to use in my journals. And let me give you the picture here. So I have this tin bucket here that I keep on my shelf, and any type of packaging, leftover, anything, junk mail that has kind of an interesting pattern or picture, I toss it in this bucket until I have time to harvest through it or cut out the little bits that interest me. And that's what you'll see in this video. We're going to start with this cornflake box. Oh yes. My dad actually eats a lot of cereal, and if I see a box with a lot of cool graphics on it, I'm like, hey, don't you throw that box away, you give it to me. So I get a lot of cereal boxes, and I make a lot of my journal covers out of cereal boxes as well. And before we get more into it, I did want to make an announcement. Well, actually 2 announcements. So first, I do have an Instagram for just my art stuff now. I opened it up a couple days ago. It is Art Therapy with Jen, just like how the channel is titled. Art Therapy with Jen, all spelled out, and Jen is Jenn. So check me out on there. I'm still going to have my Jen with the Cats account for like cat pictures, personal stuff, photos of my home reno, quotes, things like that. But Art Therapy with Jen will just be journal pages. And I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, but I'm going to love just having a dedicated place to be able to post my journal pages. So I'm really excited. And the second announcement is we just passed 1,500 subscribers on this channel. So what? Thank y'all so much for your support and subscribing and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Anytime y'all spend any bit of time with me going on about my art stuff. So thank y'all so much. That was some wonderful and welcome news on this crazy week. And speaking of craziness, all I'm going to say is I hope everybody is safe and doing well. Since I started this channel, I make it a point to keep everything light, so we're not going to get into any of that. We're just going to be talking junk today. That was one reason I did this junk harvest, because it was just nice to do something kind of mindless. Put a show on. I can't remember what show it was this time, y'all. Let me think. I can't remember. That's bad. I did just watch Shark Tank, though, before filming this voiceover, so there you go. Oh, and I watched Superstore last night. Maybe that was part of it. But anyway, and just put that on and go through my junk pile and cut things off that catch my eye that I can use in future journal videos. In some of my journals that I use all kinds of different materials, like my challenge journal, my cookbook journal, and the different junk journals I use. I'm just going through this box and I'm cutting out any type of graphic that speaks to me. I like cutting out this random nutritional information, because when I put it in a journal later, like, you won't know what product it goes to, so it's kind of neat. And just cut out anything. And I wanted to do this as well because I get questions about where to find materials to journal with or collage with that aren't magazines, because not everybody has access to a lot of magazines, especially free magazines. I can't imagine, like, what magazines are at least $4 a piece now, ain't they? And if you had to buy every single one of those magazines, like, straight off the store shelf, I can imagine. Journaling would be like the most expensive hobby ever. So I do a lot of free offer deals, like fill out a survey, get a free magazine subscription and stuff. So I wanted to show like some alternative materials that don't cost a dime, because I already bought the product for other purposes. So And these rolls y'all are seeing on the screen there, that is actually leftover contact paper. It's actually the Duck brand of contact paper, but I recovered or covered, they weren't covered before, some really old storage cabinets that I have in my living room now. I have pictures of those on my Jenn with the Cats Instagram. And that was leftovers of the rolls. This is a different marble that I used for another project. And I just keep all the little bits and ends of the rolls. This you're seeing here, it actually came off a shoebox. I ordered a new pair of tennis shoes to wear at work when we have Jean Fridays and Saturdays. And this came with it, and I thought it was just a neat little graphic. I like the shape of it, and I like the type of cardboard that it had. Now this is actually a piece of the cardboard that comes in the packs of wet cat food cans. And it's that part that sits between the cans, and that's what that indentation is from. And I just thought it was neat, and I'm going to keep that for the texture to use in a painted page later on. And speaking of which, here is the cat food box. There's so many fun graphics in pet food packaging and toy packaging. I really encourage everybody to, before you put something in the recycling bin or in the trash can, to really look at it. And you're really only limited by your imagination. Like here, I'm cutting off the recycling graphics. I'm really drawn to those for some reason. I like the black and white and the like icons on there. And these scissors as well are scissors that I use. I don't use with my magazine collage. These are a little more heavy duty, and they're just for cutting this thicker material so that I don't dull my scissors that I use to do a lot more intricate fussy cutting for my magazine collage. I think I got these in a 3-pack. Well, there was 3 different pairs of scissors, each different sized. 3-pack at Aldi. I want to think it was like $3.99 back when they rolled out all the school supplies 2-3 months ago. So we got those in there, and I use these for projects like this where I'm cutting through thicker stuff. I like to cut off the description of the size of or the volume of what's included in the package. Just things like that. Just anything I can just grab and have fun with later. You could even, if you didn't like any of the graphics on anything you had, you could take the back of that cereal box or even the front. And if you had some paint, take like $3 or $4. You can buy a bunch of apple barrel paint at like Walmart. They're 50 cents a pop. So with tax where I live, that's like 56 cents a tube. And you could make some paint splatters and all kinds of fun stuff. If you got some Sharpies and some rubbing alcohol, you can make some alcohol sprays to play around with. It's really endless. You got some shaving cream and some food coloring. You can do some patterns and then cut out the shapes and collage with those. There's so many things you can do with items you already have. You don't have to buy the really expensive art supplies. You don't have to buy a ton of magazines. There are companies that pay buku bucks to put these eye-catching and really thought out designed images on this packaging. So why not use that? And like, I don't sell any of my art. I'm not trying to sell you all anything. So I don't worry about using and transforming bits of packaging. I don't make any money off of them. So that's not something. I've gotten that question before with magazine images. I don't sell prints of artwork. I don't know. I don't know about these people that sell pages with magazine images on them that aren't their images. I can't speak for them, but I don't sell any of my artwork. I'm not trying to sell little supplies or anything like that. I'm just doing a little art therapy and gluing crap on a page, and I break out the paint every once in a while, but it's just kind of fun. And I think it's kind of funny because for the longest time, and I've even said it in several videos, I'm like, I don't want to use any logos and I don't want to use this. And now I'm like, let's cut out this logo. It looks neat. I wouldn't want to use it with my magazine images. I'm weird like that. Like I compartmentalize. But like in my junk journals and everything, it's like anything goes. Just expand your horizons. Do something that you wouldn't normally do. Might be a little bit uncomfortable to like your eye, but do it. And maybe you'll just, cement the fact that you hate it, or maybe it won't be that bad. This right here, this is a packaging from a brownie mix that I made Dad some brownies for his birthday earlier in the month. And I just love the colors, the photography used on these. Very striking, very standout. Some of the best like bakery packaging I've ever seen. And Dad said they were really tasty too. I did not eat any, but they looked good. They smelled good. I mean, they're brownies, right? And I about cut up this whole package to use. I thought it might be neat. It has this little blurb on the side there about the brownies and about the company. I end up cutting out the cooking instructions, all that graphic with the salted caramel and the brownies. Just so much. I think this was like $1 package of brownies from Aldi. And you get all these images on there. And like I said, if you wanted to be like extra, like try to use every single bit of cardboard, you could paint those or, glue those to a page. I've done that before to create a textured page and then do an effect on top of that. You can use anything. You can absolutely use anything. So why not? I don't know. I hadn't done a junk journal video in a while, and I had my junk was actually piled up out of the bucket, as y'all saw, because I haven't got to process it in a while. And I thought it'd just be neat to see what I got in there. And I want to work on like my little challenge journal and my cookbook junk journal, where I repurposed that old cookbook. And I was thinking I didn't have enough images for it, so we're getting there. I don't know. I try to save all kinds of things. Materials that I know will glue down well. I don't save anything that has any type of food residue or sugar or anything on it. I don't want my book to draw bugs, so I don't want it to be like sticky unless it's like glue or something, so I'm not about that. But anything that's clean, like the brownie mix, because the mix was actually in a plastic bag, y'all know what I'm talking about, so I go for it. Why not? And sometimes I even just go cutting out barcodes, because I think it would be neat to eventually do a page or a design on a pocket or something with just a whole bunch of random barcodes. I don't know. That would just be... I was just thinking it would be kind of funny, like a joke. It'd probably like freak my friend out, but just to like send her... Oh, I got more marble paper there. But just to send her like a journal page and then just have random barcodes all over it. And then she's got to like scan them and figure out what it is. And thinks it's like a deeper meaning, but all it is like brownie mix and cornflakes. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's been a long day. Okay, the packaging for this is actually this utensil holder that I'm obsessed with. It stacks your utensils on top of one another. So I got 2 of these to do my spoons, forks, and case knives. They're great. Ordered them from Amazon. I think they were like $6-7 at the time, because I saw them. Here's a little blurb. I saw them on Instagram, and this company that was claiming that these were them. I don't know. They're doing some like drop shipping BS where they mark something up a ton, but they were wanting these very holders, the same ones. They wanted like $29.99 a piece, and I'm like, bull crap, this is a drop shipper. So I went on Amazon, found the exact same ones straight from the company through Amazon. They were like $6-7. So there you go. If you ever see anything you like, just check on Amazon, check on Walmart, something like that, and make sure that someone is not just taking this product, drop shipping it, and marking it up like 3-4 times. So But those are great. I highly recommend. If you're like me and you only have 3 drawers in your kitchen, hey. And here I actually have the sleeve that went around this Persil, however you say that, detergent, the little pods. My favorite detergent, y'all. I wish they had a powder version, though, because powder detergent is my favorite, because I think it's crazy to buy a liquid detergent and you're having to pay for all that water that's in the detergent. But whole nother story, whole nother day. Those of y'all that watched my other channel for years, I used to make my own laundry detergent for like 10 years. I made my own until they marked up the ingredients for the homemade laundry detergent to where it was about the same price as just buying detergent on sale with a coupon. So I've since in the last year or so gone back to store detergent. But anyway, so I'm like, I ain't paying for all this water and this liquid. But anyway, I like this detergent, and this was on the band around the container that the pods came in, which I'm using that container to store some art supplies, and we're going to use this as a graphic, and I just thought it would be neat to fussy cut around the outside. I think that'll be real fun to use in a junk journal. It's got some hollow elements. The type of paper it's on is awesome. So, I don't know. Have fun with it. I like that. I don't know. My favorite detergent, though, I just wish they had powder. So, not that anyone from that company is watching it, but I like the Gain powder too. They're doing less powder in the detergent aisle. Like, we need to keep doing the powder, y'all. I'm very passionate about this. And oh, there's the little scissors that came in that same pack from Aldi. They had like the baby scissors, the in the middle scissors, and then those giant pair that I've been using. And I don't know. I don't see them. That's one thing about Aldi. If you don't catch the stuff right then it's just gone. I don't know. I can't wait to use some of these pieces. It'll be great. And sorry for the pause and the cutting, y'all. But off camera, I literally picked up a bunch of the junk because I had the bucket beside my chair in the floor. And it just all flipped all up over the place. Because that's me. That's my life. I had a cat jump in it at one time too. Like, ooh, look at this bucket jump. Now this is a package that came around some bacon. The bacon was shrink wrapped, so the package doesn't have any like food on it or anything. And this one must be from way back, because this is when I used to grocery shop at Walmart. I've been doing most of my grocery shopping at Aldi and Kroger for the last over 6 months now. But this is a neat packaging, natural choice, Hormel. They want to give it this whole like natural feel to it, and I just thought it was interesting. There's some interesting graphics on there. The cardboard's a good weight to do collage with or do junk journaling with, and I thought the typeface or the font for that original uncured bacon was really neat, so I cut that out. Just a neat red font. I don't know why I save things sometimes, y'all, but it makes sense in my head. Why not, right? And that one I had a time because it was like triple double layered on the back of it. Triple double, I swear. Oh my goodness. And then I go ahead and I'm going to cut around this logo because I thought it was an interesting shape. I don't know if I'll actually use the image for the logo for this later, or I might just paint on the back of it. I don't know, and make like a neat tag out of it. And that's another thing. I see people buying these really expensive pre-cut tags and stuff. I mean, if you want to do that, you can, but like you can take a cereal box or like this packaging and stuff and just cut some tags. And if you're like me, you can't cut a straight line to save your life, so you're going to have some really unique tags. Like, I don't know, I even do that with my art journals. I know some people, they want to get it just exactly precise and the cut straight, and I get it. If that's what you want to do it. I don't care. I don't want it all completely like, out messed up, but I ain't worried about it. Now this piece I'm actually saving because I like these little flaps, and in some of my collage pages before I've done like doors out of envelopes and old letters, and I thought this might be a neat element to use on a page. Now this envelope is from some junk mail I got from one of those like, please donate money to us, and they're trying to guilt you, and they put your name on there like they've especially written this to you and your name's misspelled, and they try to use that font that looks like they've handwritten it. And I honestly hadn't seen a letter like this in 10 years, so there must be some company out there that does these. Y'all know what I'm talking about when they send it, and there's like a packet, and they usually give you like 10 return labels, and they're like, we sent these return mail labels to you, donate to us. I don't know. It had some really cool patterns on the envelope though, so I thought we would save those. It is a slicker material, so I don't know how well that's going to work, but we'll save it for now. Why not, right? Why not? I just like the color scheme there with the gray and the little designs and stuff. You can find a lot of cool stuff. Those dang credit card offers they keep sending you, and they're like, please apply today. They come in like shiny envelopes and like holographic envelopes. Like, you can find some cool stuff on those. And this, we got a butter, or a box that some sticks of butter come in. I don't know why. I just really like that little cow that's on there, and he's standing in front of that silo and barn. I just really liked it. I don't know. This is old too, because this is butter from Walmart as well. I think probably my dad's. I'm an Irish butter girl myself, but I'm poor, so I'm an Aldi's imitation of Kerrygold and not Kerrygold, which I reckon it's probably the same exact stuff. That's how most generics work. But I don't know. It's good stuff. And I'm just cutting around there to save those little graphics and stuff. It would almost be neat, and I'm not apt to do this right now, but if you could save a bunch of images of like if you get a Williams-Sonoma catalog or something, and save a bunch of images of like kitchens and different kitchen gadgets and things like that, and then have food packaging and everything in the little pockets in there. That would kind of be neat. I bet you could, like, got some brochures from Home Depot, Williams-Sonoma, like, I bet you could do some really cool stuff with that. I don't know. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I'm not feeling that right now. I'm feeling more junk journal energy for this, but never know. So that right there is just a rounded corner piece of thin cardboard. This is actually something that Virginia Slim sent me ages ago. I used to work at a retail store, and this was in the days they would send coupons out and everything. So a bunch of us that worked in the front end department, we would all sign up for all the different brands, and so people could get coupons for stuff. Like if someone, like I had a cat, so everybody signed up for like cat chow coupons for me, and then we would sign up for like Marlboro and Virginia Slims and stuff for people that use those, and they would get those free pack coupons. And they still send me stuff to this day, and that has been like 10 years ago. This is a box from some pretzels, which if you shop at Aldi, I definitely recommend these pretzel sticks. They are the bomb. I don't eat them now because I'm trying to limit carbs some. Well, I was. We'll see. I'll get what groceries I can get at the moment. But they're really, really good. I highly recommend those, like Bavarian pretzel sticks. This is the top part of an egg carton. I really loved the images on this. I don't know if this is the old packaging or the new packaging. I really like the way they done it though, because they did the bottom of the egg carton in that gosh, not the styrofoam, but like the paper it's like recycled paper, you know, like when you're starting seeds, you save those and start your seeds in them and stuff. And the top was this light cardboard. So, and it just this wonderful graphic. I am one of these people, as long as I'm able, I do always buy the free range eggs or the like humanely kept eggs, or I always do that. I pay a little extra for that. I don't know. That's one way to support that cause. I pay up, like if I can afford to buy the ones that are grown only by local farmers, I do. It's one of my little things. I always try to do it. So these are the free range. I think at Aldi where I live, they're about the $2 range. So couldn't afford the $5 ones that week, but I could afford the $2 ones. So, and I'm just cutting out, there's these graphics that say certified humane and little blurbs about the different practices they use in that particular egg laying place. And I'm saving another recycling graphic because I have a thing that's a new thing for me, I guess. Really like the cardboard on that one though. Those of y'all that do collage and journaling, you know what I'm talking about. Like there's certain weights of paper, certain like smoothness that you like there's certain material that you like, and when you find it you're like keeping that. That's another part of the detergent thing I had earlier. Oh, I'm digging in the bucket. Oh, found some more marble paper. Shoot. Everything's going to be covered in marble, y'all. Got another one of those utensil things. I had to use 2 to do the forks, spoons, and case knives. Or butter knives for those y'all that use that term. I've always grew up, I would call them case knives. I got another roll of that stuff. Well, I did 4 doors, so I do have quite a little bit left over. I'll be interested to see how that holds up to journaling, though. I think I can do some really neat stuff with that. And I bought this ginger root beer stuff. Oh, my fingers started hurting from all that cutting. But I bought this ginger root beer stuff last time I was at Aldi, too, and it's really good. Okay, this is some electrolyte drink, kind of like the Crystal Light, but the Walmart version. Packaging that I saved. Those would almost be neat if you want to do a little mini journal. I have found that I would hate doing a journal that size. Like my little challenge journal, it's probably 4 times the size of that, and it's such a challenge. It's like with me, there's a certain size, you go above that, it's a lot more challenging. You go below that, it's a lot more challenging. I see some people, they do these little bitty things. They do stuff on like index size or index card size. Nah, no thanks. I like to do stuff that's fun and I enjoy. I don't know, maybe one day I'll challenge myself, but I don't know. And I'm blind as a bat, so having to work in that little of a space, and I have like sausage fingers, it's just not a good combination, y'all. It is just not a good combination. Oh gosh, did you imagine? I'd probably have to do like those people that sit their pieces down with tweezers and stuff. Lord no, we're not doing that. No offense to anybody that does that, but I ain't going to that trouble. This is a wraparound from a wet cat food can. So if you have animals, especially dogs, some of those things around the dog food cans are super cute. You can get some really cute dog images. This came from a planner that I have, or a notebook. Super cute. I got it on Amazon a while back, and the clasp is a cat. I couldn't resist. This is some chocolate that I got one day. Do any of y'all have like your emergency chocolate or like an emergency stash? Y'all know what I mean. Like anywhere I've ever worked to since I've gotten into the financial industry, everyone has like the emergency stash. So when people get stressed, they're like, grab her the chocolate. This is like I'm super stressed, and these are so good. I love this flavor, the milk hazelnut crisp, and I love the strawberry one too. They're so good. So good. They're really rich too. Like they come individually wrapped, like in the little Kit Kat bar size, but just like one bar. And just one of them is just all you need. It's very rich, very wonderful. That's my stash. That's my confession for today. I don't know though. So what do y'all do? Like, what type of thing is in your emergency stash? You know, do you have, I don't know, any of y'all have hard candy? Is it mainly chocolate? I could see me having some of those caramels with the cream in the middle. Oh, those would be great. This is another part of that pretzel stick packaging. It's got little cute illustrations to show you how to cook it. So I kept that. I thought that would be neat. I'm trying to think what else I have. I don't know. This is another pet food packaging. Fancy Feast, Savory Centers. My cats are obsessed with this one. It's like regular Fancy Feast, but when they go to eat into it, there's like gravy in the middle. They're so spoiled, I tell you. They are so spoiled. But I can't help it. I work just like a block away from the pet store now, which is just amazing. Like in a local pet store that works with the local shelter to get animals adopted, especially cats. They work with the directly with foster cat moms and stuff, and they have adopted out so many cats. They work to get people that can't afford vet care for their pets. Like, they are a wonderful place. So I support them, and in turn my cats get spoilt rotten. Here's another one of these cool color bar things. I know this has some type of code with manufacturing and retail, but I think it's pretty. And I'm saving that white cat for now. That's an iconic Fancy Feast cat. Because why not? Why not? She's cute. Or he's cute. I think it's a she. I don't know. Y'all know? I don't know. That reminds me of like my dad. He gets so confused about what cat's a he or she. So he just calls them, I think he calls them all, well, no. I think he calls them all girls. Because Augie, he's like, oh, she's crazy. I'm like, Augie's a boy. He's like, I know. Maybe it's like an old Southern thing, because I hear so many people doing that. This is the packaging from some snack bags that I got at the Dollar Tree a long time ago. I really like the shape of it. And I like these pastel-y, cartoony little fabrics, images. Why did I say fabric, Lord? Then this I kept because I like the image of that flap. I think that could be, or the shape of that flap. Lord, I'm going crazy. I'm going to have to get some coffee after this. But I think that would create a really interesting element on a page as well. I'm cutting out the Fancy Feast logo, because why not? This is another box of Fancy Feast, but not the Savory Centers. This is just the regular pate. Trust me, I heard about that one. Like, what is this, Mom? What is this thing? This is for plebes. Alright, this is some packaging from some cheese that I got a while back. It was so good. It was like cheddar cheese mixed with really hot spices like chipotle and stuff. So that was a long time ago. I'm gonna think that was back before Christmas. I don't know. I like the graphics on it, so I decided to save one of the logos. This is like a journey through Jenn's fridge. Oh my goodness. Just saving this text right here. Blast through your day with flavor. And then this one, I really wanted it for this window. This is another like shape, or if you will, architectural element to add to a page later on. With the window in there. It's got plastic in there right now. I don't need the plastic. I don't want the plastic, so I'm ripping it off of there. And I just think that would be so neat, or even just to add to a journal cover to create some shape on there. and texture. This next one, this is from these mousse cups I bought. Lord, they were good around Christmas. And I just really like the packaging on it. It's the same company that does that brownie mix that I had earlier. And these were really cute. Like, they came two to a little thing, and I bought one, and I had one, and Dad had one, and they were really fancy. Like, felt like I should have ate them with my pinky up, you know. And I got some really cool graphics out of them, so win-win. And they're evil with these, y'all. Like, they put them right there in that freezer case that you have to pass on your way to checkout with their cute little signs and their awesome displays. Like, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And by the time you're at checkout, you've been in the store like an hour and you're hungry and you want something just a little bit sweet. And then you see this and you're like, oh man, that's perfect. Just me, I don't know. Never go to the store hungry, right? Never go to the store hungry. I tell myself that every time, but it doesn't work every time. So let's get into this next pile of junk. Oh, I got some more junk. I'm really digging in there. The cat at this time is beside the bucket and is actually like batting at my hand as I'm pulling stuff out because he thinks it's a game. And I just don't have the heart to tell him. Which, speaking of that pet store, this is a flyer that I got from them around about November or so, and I thought it was super cute. It's got this, you know, dog and cat on it with the what do they got around them, like scarves or something, or a blanket, I don't know. It's cute, so I wanted to keep that image. If you ever want to do like a Christmas journal, just save all the stuff you get, like all the flyers and stuff. I don't know. We still get the newspaper, so I don't know if they do that quite as heavily if you don't get the newspaper. But whew, this was a hot cocoa that I had bought Dad around Christmas time. Really love the graphics on this. I think they're just great. I knew I had to save that box. Love the color. Love the little graphics. They're great. My scissors are still going strong, y'all. Just great. If you like cartoony stuff, like, and you have children that you buy cereal and stuff for, or if you like children's cereal, there's amazing like cartoon like and very bright images on those boxes. Snack boxes, you can get some really cool pictures, all kinds of stuff. Like I say, I've made almost all my custom journal covers out of cereal boxes. So I have fun with it. And I'm cutting off the sides of the box there. And I don't know, that would be so fun to do like a winter page and have like the little cocoa in there. And that would be really neat. What else has really good pictures on it? I don't know. That'd be bad if like you're in the store and you're like, well, I think I'm going to buy this one because I can cut this packaging up. I like the way it looks better. I really like when I get tissue paper too with stuff because I save that. Because you can make a really cool, like if you have some glue or Mod Podge, you can make some really cool leather texture with that on top of a piece of cardboard. See, this is some more packaging from a notebook set I got from Wally World. I really wanted those recycle images on the back. I told you I got a problem. I got a problem. What's something y'all see that you always have to keep? Oh, here's another cat food can wrapper there. But what's something y'all see that you always like to keep, or something you use a lot? Even just right now, because I think, you know, everybody's style is ever evolving. Lord knows mine's moving all the time. And that's the fun part of it. But what's something y'all always like to keep? Like with junk like this, I like to keep the nutrition facts, things like that. Oh, and these are just tags that have come on like backpacks and bags and stuff that I've kept. I like the shape. I like the graphics on them. Got some aluminum foil. You can do some cool stuff with collage with some aluminum foil. You can cut that up into little triangles and stuff and just make a nice shiny element. I did that a lot in my first composition book collage journal. I don't know. Just, I was talking about what y'all like to keep. I don't know, there's like certain colors I go toward. There's certain I don't know. I'm always curious. I'm like y'all talk about on my harvest videos, like to see what I keep and everything. And I like to see what y'all keep too. Like, what is it? These are some flyers that came from Goose Creek Candle in the mail, some marketing things, and I really like that side image with the wine and the glasses. Got another butter container. This one is Land O'Lakes, and I really liked this image on the back with the cows. Apparently, I just really like images of cows on butter. Apparently, it's a thing. I don't know. I just go with it. I don't question it. And some of these graphics on the tabs I thought were really neat as well. The font and everything, they're so good with graphic design on packaging. I love the look it gives, that light blue. Bravo to them. Here's another one of these with the little colors on there. Gonna cut my cows out. Oh, goodness. That reminds me, I need to go fill out some more surveys for magazines, although I have a ton of them already that I still need to get through. Someday, y'all. Someday. I just needed a nice junking session. Just because that's one of the best ways to just de-stress. You're not having to think about putting anything on a page. You're not having to think about sorting stuff. You're just grabbing and cutting and tearing and sticking them in your pile to deal with later. If you find that you don't have a lot of room to sort your stuff or to store your stuff, go through and harvest some of it. That's what I'm doing. My bucket got full and I went through it. And I even go through my, well, not so much anymore because I journal a lot now, more than I used to. But I used to go through my magazine stash about every 6 months and recycle anything I knew I wasn't going to use. Like, I want to keep things in there only that I'm going to use and not just hold on to them. All right, we got another pile here. So we got some baby bell. I tried to rip it, but it wouldn't rip. So that's suckers made of some good stuff. I really like the image. I like the shape of that. This was a facial or a body bar soap. And I really liked that one image on the front. That's been a while. I don't even remember that soap. I use bars for everything. I use bar shampoo, bar soap, bar face wash, bar conditioner. It's just bar. I love it. I don't have to fool with bottles. No plastic packaging. I started that about 6 months ago and it has been awesome. These are some more tags that came off my backpack for school. That one's even got a little door on it. Love it. This is the brand that my current bar shampoo I've been using is, this Ethic. So I saved that and I'm looking at it like trying to figure out, why did I save you? I think it was these images on top there. Again, I don't dwell. I pick stuff up and the rest can go in the recycle bin or the trash, wherever it needs to go. I'm not worried about like missing out on stuff or afraid to use my stuff on pages, like to glue it down and just use it. That is what it's there for. That is its purpose. I used to have that problem so bad, treating stuff as being too precious to use, and I don't know. I'm not there anymore. That's, I think, gives you anxiety when you're trying to do a page, and it'll take you a long time because they're precious to you. And I'm still like that with a lot of my art supplies. I'm like, I don't want to use them up, because if I use them up, they're not here. Then they sit on my shelf and go bad, and I can't use them anyway. But anyway, I'm going to store my stuff that I've harvested today that's ready to go. I store all my collage images in these zip pouches now. When I did my video, I think last year, about how I sort my stuff, I was using like hard plastic containers. I started using these because they take up a lot less room, and I'm allowed to and I can have like so many more with my space. So I find that works a lot better for me. And I bought like a 10-pack on Amazon for nothing pretty much, and they work great. And I get them out of the way. They're ready to go. And I just need to store my little pile up there. That's kind of my stuff I didn't save for images, but I saved for the shape of it, the function of it, to add to a page later. Alrighty, well, I hope this gave y'all some ideas for some junk, or inspired you to use some junk. And again, thank y'all so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.